A secret uncut episode.
Oh my God.
Coming up next, episode 2 of the Mixtape Queens. I would like to record all 6 episodes tonight.
Oh my God, bitch. You want me to preach 6 episodes? I'll be tired as hell tomorrow.
Okay, so this is gonna be real raw uncut, okay?
This the Mixtape Queens. Third Eye Love.
I think what you were just tapping into was so important for everybody to hear. And a lot of times I just, we're the Mixtape Queens. Yeah, we could build you a website. Yeah, we could do your artwork. Okay, yeah, we can make anyone look like a star. Right?
Yeah.
But are we helping them become a star? I mean, to be an artist is one thing, but to say, I want to be an artist and like, I want to thrive from that. That's why we're here, for those people. And that's almost pretty much everybody that I think of. Even if you're not an artist, I could build fish tanks. I could, you know what I mean? You could figure something that you're good at, that you enjoy. And that's our message is so important for people to listen and become connected to an idea that they don't get in their normal life. Because not only is music the medicine, but we're the medicine for each other.
Correct.
And our words and our voice is medicine for other people. We're the Mixtape Queens, and that's a pretty big title to hold.
Yes, it is. That's why I said a few days ago, I remember myself saying, I don't even know where it came from. I'm just guessing Spirit was using me as a vessel to say it so that I could hear myself speak it. Because I was thinking long and hard about what the Mixtape Queens means to me. And I'm like, well, we are the queens. And we really love our kings. And we understand that this world is filled with things that can hinder us on both aspects, divine feminine and masculine, and mess us up. And we don't know how to communicate with our brothers anymore. And they don't know how to communicate with us. And the only way for us to fix that issue is for us as the queens to lift up our queens again. To make them feel like they are worthy, because they are worthy. They are queens. They are supposed to be held to a standard, a certain point in life. Because there is no divine masculine without a divine feminine. And if we can't get our divine feminine aligned with that divine masculine, the world goes into chaos, like it's kind of doing right now. And what we do on the Mixtape Queens is we balance that out. We balance that out because we have to start where the home is. Support your local queens. Support your queens everywhere, around the world.
Support your worldwide queen.
Absolutely. Because the village that raised the child, the village that raises the children, those women, they work together collectively with all these different kids. And then they send them off with the men so that they can learn how to work in the world. You get what I'm saying? You have to set them right in the home before you send them out into the world. In order for us to work as a community and as a network of people, we have to help these new lives that come in, these new lights in the world that want to be musicians and artists. We have to show and guide them a way to do it without it being harmful to themselves, because their home is their bodies. It's their vessels that they're using on this planet. They'll never be able to hone in and use their voice, which is their full power, if we don't show them the way. And we'll never be able to show them the way if we don't heal the trauma between the queens. For eons, queens have been pinned against each other. They have to fight for affection. And that's not how it should be. That's not how it's supposed to be. We're queens. We are queens. Divine feminine. And in order for us to really rise above, we have to start supporting each other and loving on each other and being that network, that community that rides for our girls. That's why the Mixtape Queens does what the Mixtape Queens does.
Yeah, it's interesting how that comes into play, because how you say you channeled into some thoughts that it just comes to you, right? Like off of a whim, or sometimes an intuitive spark of something might have triggered you. And it was that moment where I said that I was the mixtape queen, and I just was like owning that title, and I had this huge vision of what that could be. And I don't think I ever really unlocked that idea fully, except for that one moment. And ever since then, it was just like a little seed that grew and grew and grew. And now I'm sitting here with you, and I'm realizing the amount of work that we've done. The thousands of people that we interact with around the world, and that we get the pleasure of getting to know and be like it. I'm overwhelmed with the amount of love that I have for our people.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I'm not gonna remember everybody off the top of my head, but shit, I'm gonna try. Big shout out to Lottie Dolly, Slim Jimin Franklin.
Yes.
What's up? What's good, bro? Breadwinner Prime, you the boss. Big shout out to I Get Money, our sponsor. We love you. Hit the gym. Go get the money. You know?
Yeah.
Larry Pointer, that's our guy. Fashion freaking icon.
Yep.
Period. Our queen, Shayla Edmonds.
Yes, great hair.
Love her. Oh my God. That's just to name a few. We have so many people. I mean, Dada Man, I don't want to forget about you. Ethel.
D-Rock
the Menace.
Ellie Mack.
Kasky. Mass Dem. Like, we love y'all. We
Demigod.
Casey Nation. Okay. Period. Our people still undefeated. Like,
J-Rock the Gypsy.
Yes.
Shout out to J-Rock Gypsy.
J Area. Shantae Patrice.
This is freestyle. Like,
yeah.
Okay, we just love y'all. Like, we really, off the top of our head, can just sit here all day and listen to y'all's music.
Yep. You just have a passion for people, I think. Yeah. And that's the thing that I've been finding out just about myself in general. But I'm also finding out about you doing the same thing. And it just makes me love where I'm at. To have somebody that does what I do, but also understands why I do it, is pretty powerful. Because I love to love on people. Like, nothing ever made me feel better in life than making other people feel really good about themselves. And really meaning it. You know what I mean? Right. Like, I was the girl in school that would see the heavyset girl and be like, bitch, you is a baddie. You are so beautiful. And I mean it. Because I see that in people. I don't just look at people and say it because it's on trend. It's not a fucking trend. That's somebody's life. That's somebody's light. And what you want to do, instead of bashing people about where they're failing at, is don't belittle people. Lift them up. Teach them better. If you try teaching people stuff, they might not be so mad at you when you suggest something. It's about the way you approach it. It's not always about what you say. It's how you approach it. It's what's your tone, what's your vibe. And if that's not in alignment with what you're actually trying to say, whether it's saving somebody's life or just putting out music that you're really passionate about, you have to be able to effectively communicate with people. Effective communication could save you a lot of heartache, a lot of drama, a lot of annoying things that can get in the way. It could save you from a lot of that. And being like really raw and authentic with yourself. Be raw and authentic with yourself. Sit with yourself. Love on yourself. Because that's how you get to do what me and Elise get to do every single day. We get to love other people. We get to make artwork for other people and show them our love for them. I'm not bragging or nothing. I'm just saying, your life could be so different if you just let it be. You have to let your life be different. Life just won't be different for you. You have to let life be different. You have to change your ways. Whether you want to believe it or not, a lot of us on this planet want other people to be exactly the way that we want them to be and do exactly what we want them to do. But that's more than likely not in alignment with what that person's soul's purpose is here. Everybody is here for different things. One person's version of a creative artist is not somebody else's version of a creative artist. I had a person one time, I asked her, I said, who's your favorite singer in the whole wide world? The best singer you ever heard in your whole life? And she replied, Post Malone. And let me tell you, in that moment, I wanted to judge her, but it's just how happy she was when she said his name. Aww. She was like, Post Malone. And she was so happy. And I just thought to myself, like, how could I be mean and crush somebody's spirit and say, that's not a singer.
You gotta
He's
love
not a
who
real
you love.
singer, you know? You gotta let people be themselves and feel you through your artistry and let them love on you the way that they feel you. And shine a little light on yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with shining up your diamond. You've been a diamond. Every single one of y'all been a diamond since the day you were born. You were born to shine. And y'all fucking off. And I'm just being honest with you. And that's why we push y'all hard. That's why we hit y'all up weekly. That's why we hit you up every month. That's why we come back around full circle. Because we didn't forget about you. We see you at the top. Wherever you need to be. Happier, more grateful, more love, more peace, more joy. When you fall in alignment with the things that are in your life's purpose, you will have more joy, more time, more love, more kindness, more compassion for people than you will ever have experienced before. And to me, that is God itself, feeling itself, understanding itself. You are here for a purpose. You never know what day is going to be your day. You got to keep going and do it authentically and be real with yourself and love on yourself and love on everybody else the way you want to be loved on.
I'm seeing how I didn't even think I'm the mixtape queen, and it just sparked this like feeling inside me of it could be bigger. Mm-hmm. It's a movement, it's a mission, and it's a belief system. And throughout the years, I've been able to craft that and build it with you now into something very special. And it's become bigger than I thought anything could have gotten for me, because I didn't really have any high standards for myself, and I didn't have high hopes for myself. I didn't believe that was something that I was capable of. And now I don't see my life without that mission. Like, I can't imagine anything else. In the words of Steve Bacon, I will rather be under a motherfucking bridge than working for somebody else. And that's not to say I don't work with a bunch of people that I respect, or I work with different companies or corporations, but it's pretty special what we've been able to build. And I'm gonna stop being so hard on me not feeling like glamorous enough, or like, oh, people don't want to see me, and realize that my voice is helping people. And our voices, like, I'm sitting here watching you, like, oh, they just tune in for her because she's amazing. And I'm realizing, like, what we have a lot to offer.
Yeah, they tap in for you too, though. That's the best thing about the Mixtape Queens for me. I like the fact that we're called the Mixtape Queens. I like the mix part, because the tape part, you know, that alludes to music. We all know that alludes to music. The mixed part is the fact that I am, African American and you are Native American and white.
That's
and
not
a lot
a
of
fair
people
combination compared to the DNA ancestry
I
kit
know
that I did.
it's a lot.
19 different things there. So
20 different things for both of us.
So we're all mixed.
Yeah, pretty much we're all mixed. But yeah, we hella mixed, though. I ain't even gonna lie. We hella mixed, okay? I mean, threw me for a loop. Okay. But yeah, that's one of my favorite parts is that we're called the mix because there's so many different views that you had and then so many different views that I had, but they all piece together and it's all mixed up together and it just made this.
And we're just figuring it out as we go.
We're going like day by day because how else are we able to be as authentic as we can be? Not everybody's built for a different level where you might be doing,
scale.
It's a whole nother scale.
Yeah.
Right now we're on our scale and it goes at our pace, and that works for everybody. Everybody has their own pace. Some people go at it, shoot straight to the top really, really fast.
I think everyone has that idea that we want to shoot very fast to the top,
everybody
right?
does. But guess what? It takes time. Nobody that is a millionaire that's happy got there overnight. Because to be a millionaire materialistically, I truly believe you have to be a millionaire spiritually and mentally.
Or know a lot of millionaire friends.
Yeah, either that too. But they also have millionaire knowledge. So, but it's an energy thing. It's a currency. It's a wave that you have to be on with yourself on your path.
Right.
On your journey. And you got to love yourself through it. And you got to push because that is something that you are supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. So you have to fulfill that so that your soul is able to rest once this phase of life, transitions out. You want to be proud of the things that you look back on. You don't want to be like, damn, I wasted 50 years. You need to push yourself out of your comfort zone because that's where you're going to find it.
There's no facade here about who I am and what my purpose is and where my heart lies and my beliefs. And my respect for people is very important.
Yes.
So
I do like what we do. I will say that. I very much like what we do. I like making people happy. And like we had Feet on here. And his light shines bright. Okay? But I've never seen anybody like him before. He's really inspiring to me. Because to be like, I was a teacher, but that's not my passion.
Yeah.
And I'm going to follow my passion and show my students exactly what I'm going to do.
Right. And then waking up into his own light and finding that he is still a teacher.
Correct.
Through everything that he touches.
Correct.
His art.
Same thing with Penn Davis.
Right.
These are really great, wonderful lights that shine in the world that they probably don't even understand the amount of lives that they've
being a part of
already.
The system was just holding them back from shining that bright. Like you can do so much more work from outside of that system to teach people. And with the capabilities that we have, there's no excuse that we don't all sit down just like we're doing and stop and talk to each other and open up that discussion. Because we're building on something that's a brighter future, and it's a brighter future for us, and it's a brighter future for everybody that's going to be involved in it.
Correct.
So let's take that to the bank and run with it.
Gonna cash in. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
And we want to keep everybody posted on what we're doing, but we're kind of cutting these episodes in and out. So in the meantime, if you are interested in being on the podcast and being featured as a guest with us,
head over to mixtapequeens.com and fill out that podcast form. We're here for you.
Yes.
Let's go.